live streaming
Hi.
our tarot reading. Yep. Where are you? Oh, we're in Vietnam right now.
Evening time. I have my white rabbit bag. This is the situation. I'm about to pull some cards at the park.
Late afternoon.
Meow.
The sun will go down in like an hour.
I was told by Siraj to do a vertical stream and see how that goes. Where should we sit?
Should we pull a chair?
Yeah. With a table. Or that bench.
The bench?
So pretty. It is really pretty, yeah. It's the perfect weather ever. Maybe a little hot for most people. The squabble of aunties.
Hello. You're on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, YouTube. YouTube. This is TikTok. Where you know? Imran, I'm still in Saigon. Saigon. Ho Chi Minh.
Oh man, he got the spot. I wanted to sit there. Where should we go?
Det er bitter.
Daniela! I stole one of your people. Hello.
New York, no.
Daniela, every time Anne goes live, I pull a card for you. And I tell him to tell Daniela I pulled this card for her. He doesn't do it. So we're gonna do it today. Oh, hello. Hey.
Taken care of by the grandparents. Who's reading tarot? She's reading tarot. Because it's mid-month. Hello!
No, with this.
Bist du?
Thank you.
Wir sind in Vietnam.
Thank you, God. Oh, shoot. Suddenly there's 13 people. Hi. Kids. Do you have kids, Daniela? Guys, we're gonna pull cards at the park, except for I'm looking for a place to sit and it's very crowded, which is beautiful. Lots of families out. I have one boy, Jason. Aw. Hi, Nguyen Van. God knit. Not my knit, but it's somebody's knit.
Huh? Who?
Daniela has a kid. Do you know that? Oh my God, look.
Oh!
Hey. Okay, let's sit somewhere, babe.
Yes, she's on live too. She's on live on YouTube.
Isn't it beautiful? I feel like I'm in a paradise.
Okay, should we keep walking? Wow, der hat Mr. T-Haare. Ist mir gar nicht aufgefallen.
There. I guess we take a bench.
Ja, es geht. Nee, ja, wir machen gleich. Wir ziehen gleich Karten und schauen, wie der Rest des Monats aussieht.
Here?
Hier? Just a bench at the close to the river.
3 years old. That's so cute. Actually, Anne and I, not our own, but Anne and I are having a lot of babies pop up in our lives too. His sister, my cousin, my uncle,
Jeder ist schwanger.
my friends.
Es geht gerade darum,
I think it's just time for babies.
wirklich jeder ist schwanger ist.
It's the name of my dog, Molly. I call her Balls, but her name is Molly. I miss her so much. I'm trying to get my dog here in April next year. Anne has heard all about it. Wow. Wow.
Where is this place?
I'm gonna sit right there.
Mahlzeit. Prosti. Samstagvormittag.
I love the colors I see right now. I think that rainy season just ended here in Saigon. Knock on wood, because I keep thinking it ends and it doesn't end. But finally, it's been like kind of dry when I wake up, come outside.
Okay. Ich möchte in Zukunft wissen, deswegen ziehen wir jetzt die Karten. Sehr blöd aus. Wie ist das Wetter? Sehr schön. Also, ja. Bewölkt, aber nicht so ekelhaft bewölkt wie in den letzten Wochen, wo es dann schön runtergeregnet hat. Irgendwann mal diesen anzutrainieren. Yes.
Oui.
Leute, später dann wieder Action. Wir machen jetzt eine Stunde, eine halbe Stunde oder so Karten lesen. Dann habe ich einen richtig langen Lauf vor mir. Heute ist Halbmarathon. Wir laufen einfach mal die 20 Kilometer. 20, 21 Kilometer. Und dann geht es danach ins koreanische Spa. Vielleicht kann ich euch dort mitnehmen. Weil koreanisches Spa heißt, die Leute tragen Kleider. Ich weiß auch nicht, ob die trotzdem ein Freund hat Geburtstag.
What is your dog's name? Do you have a dog? Anne has never had a dog before. So I've primed him a lot with stories about Molly. But he knows he would love it already. Okay. Ah, this is fun. I should do it more often. Daniela. And randomly 20 people at a time.
That's cool.
Yeah. Any Vietnamese people in the crowd?
What's your YouTube? It's I gonna
At Daniela K30. Oh wait, sorry. You're blurry. Hold on. Hope that helped. Still looks blurry. Sorry.
Leute, wir haben einen Mini-Meilenstein im Instagram. Instagram sag ich das auch schon. Im TikTok-Leben erreicht. Wir haben 10.000 Follower. Hey, danke an alle, die hier da sind. Und das möglich gemacht haben. Wir sind dadurch. Es ist im Prinzip nichts anderes als vorher. Scheinbar monetarisiert man ab 10.000.
Add a
Das
Q&A
bedeutet, wenn du Videos
sticker.
hast, die über 1 Minute gehen, was ich nicht habe, dann verdienst du ein paar Cent darauf. Keine Ahnung wie viel, keine Ahnung wann, keine Ahnung, ob das in irgendeiner Weise eine Rolle spielt. Aber diese Benachrichtigung habe ich gestern bekommen. Basti, danke dir fürs Herz. Das ist natürlich jetzt ein bisschen komisch, ne? Weil ich
Oh, what the
sitze hier
heck?
im Hintergrund. Ja, trotzdem meine Karten sehen. Are you speaking German?
I don't get
Yes.
it.
Shakur. I could also speak English.
Hello!
Jetzt wollen wir wissen, was die Zukunft für uns bereithält. Denn es ist Mitte des Monats. Wir haben diesen Mini-Meilenstein gestern, danke dir, Amado, erreicht. Jetzt schauen wir mal, was die
Six of
Zukunft für uns-
Pentacles, Daniela.
Okay, Daniela hat jetzt hier.
Giving without wanting anything in return.
Das ist von Daniela.
Yeah, this is for Daniela, but all of us. It's giving. That is you. That is your energy. We have charity, foundation, generosity. That's Daniela.
Ja, das ist Daniela.
That is Daniela. Generosity. Oh, are you from Anne's Live?
Who's that?
Wind chimes?
Someone
112?
came. Someone asked for your handle.
Where did you learn how to read tarot?
Oh, me, Eliane. Oh, you're there.
I
It's cool.
just intuitively watched online for many years, and then I got my own deck when I moved here to Vietnam. So that was like 3 years ago. And then I was having so much fun healing here and just being on my own. So every day I pulled it and talked to myself. But it was never like, I didn't see it as me learning. I think everybody can do it if you just try to speak to yourself more openly. And then slowly looking it up.
Leute, morgen
But
gehen
mine
wir
is
in
very
einen Kaffeebar.
intuitive, emotionally led. And then I have a great set. So mine is Buddhist, Siddhartha Tarot. And I love all the concepts it gives me.
Wahrscheinlich etwas früher als
So
jetzt.
it's never like a shortage of conversation, if you know what I mean.
9,
For example, this card,
8 oder 9 Uhr deutscher
you
Zeit.
can look at it.
Bühne.
I don't
Wir
like
sind
this
in
question.
Saigon.
How do I take it out? You can look at it and tell me what you see and how that makes you feel. So I like to do that and then
Absolut schöne Stadt. Wir gehen
look at
morgen
my
live
book.
auf YouTube. Das ist ein Kaffeebar-Café. Es wird aber früher sein. Ich werde aber
Foundation,
hochladen, aber vielleicht auch-
generosity, charity, giving without wanting anything in return.
Oh, ja.
And this has been helping me a lot with love, just that concept.
Den Grifftrainer. Das kann ich dran
So I'll pull this card every now and then, and that phrase revisits me, giving without wanting anything in return.
Wasserschweine.
And I find that when it comes to love and issues of the heart,
Riesenmeerschweine.
I like thinking of the concept like that, because when you give love without wanting anything in return,
Wir reden von den
you feel a lot more in control of your own experience of it. Because sometimes you're fighting to receive love a certain way, but if you just give that, you also get to receive it.
Wir sind ja hier nicht als Trainer da.
I'm learning astrology. Oh, cute. What is your sign? I love astrology too. And I think I felt the same, like,
Vara, yes.
I learned it in a similar way where I worked with some people who asked me what my full chart was, some men actually. And so there's like you know how it's a stereotype that only women are into astrology? I actually learned astrology from men first. And they asked me, yeah, what's your Venus, what's this? And then they looked it up for me and read it in front of me. And I was so surprised at how many insights I got from men that didn't know me. And then after that, I was just reading. So I got super into it. See balance, harmony, priestly energy, and happiness. Yes, that's so true. Ah, I love that word, priestly. I feel your generosity when you hop onto Anne's live stream. Not even just with the literal gifts you give him, but your presence and the comments you leave me. You're able to make people feel so seen.
Ah, du hast recht. Es ist ein Wasserschwein.
Libra. That is cute. Do you know your full chart? I love Libras.
Okay. Whoa.
Libras have such a cute, flirty energy.
So,
I feel like every Libra I know I flirt with, even like just in a friend, platonic way. They're just so cute. Ooh, I just saw a flock of birds. Page of Cups. To anyone needing a message right now. Do you see that? You see him? Page of Cups. Sovereignty over the evil one. My tag's out. Thank you. Dynamism. You can do it. You can change. Your life can be dynamic if you let it. It probably already is. New possibilities, new ideas. Page of Cups. That's giving like a very comforting feeling to struggle and feeling overcome by evil or poisonous emotions or negative messages from external things. Sometimes I get excited about getting to experience that because I know that once I overcome it or find some sovereignty over the evil one, it's going to open me up to new possibilities and new ideas. So if you're struggling, think about the change you're going to experience from this. Think about the glow up you're going to have and how it's going to feel on the other end. Page of Cups. And if you're not struggling, you can be generous right now in any way, not just materially, but generous energetically. Like, can you understand other people's perspectives? Can you make space for them and their emotions? Can you be a witness to someone else's becoming without needing them to grow a certain way for you? Can you give that love without wanting anything in return? I'm a Scorpion. Oh, so your birthday was probably recent, huh? My mother's a Scorpio, and her birthday was yesterday. Whenever I'm down, I learn to understand that it's temporary. Yes, very true. I also learned that. I don't know if you're a woman or not, but I find that lately as a woman, I've been really experiencing my cyclical nature. And it's like, it's so cool. It's been kind of just making me ask myself things internally before I go and find external answers. And sometimes if I think deeply about like what I feel, it gives me answers about things outside of me, if that makes sense. Just because I have this like cyclical experience and it reflects so much about the world and life. I'll give you an example. recently, it's so weird. I came across these videos online of women talking about womb work and how the womb in a woman is literally a portal that you access the non-physical or unconscious and bring out something physical or life. And so when I was thinking about that and just like the psychedelic experience of birth and reproduction, I realized that I was carrying some birth trauma that I didn't even know was possible to heal. But after watching those videos and then thinking inside, I realized that these deep, dark fears of birth and being pregnant and just like pain they didn't really align with my values. And I could reflect on just the nature of being a woman and how spiritual it could be, and how even before the experience of becoming a mother, I felt somewhat robbed of like seeing the beauty of it. I seen that as well. I saw it live yesterday. I knew that your mom is a Scorpio. That's so funny. Yes, I forgot. Actually, we were fine dining and Anne was really excited about it, but he didn't want to live stream because he didn't want my mom to, I don't know, he was like, the day is not about me. But she saw him and she was like, why don't you go ahead, live stream. If you can make some money, why not? And I thought it was so funny. Now he's gotten the whole family into it. 28th October is my birthday, and my son 19th of November. Oh, cute. Wait, both Scorpio? Wow, that's cute. You know, Anne has a Venus in Scorpio, and I have a midheaven, which I don't know too much about, but I know from reading the pattern is supposed to translate to a deep, intense passion in work and career for me, which I definitely resonate with. And also maybe like the intensity in the form of like some passionate suffering, I see that. And then with Anne's Venus, I totally see it as well. He himself, I feel like, is an intense person, but it might not always be super expressed. Oh, we have audience. Hi. Hi. But I see that he has kind of like an affinity for intensity. And I asked him about it once, especially when we started dating, because I know that I have a lot of emotions, and I find it to be probably the best thing about dating me, and maybe the worst as well. But I asked him about it. I was like, hey, like, do you ever mind? Because I know this can be a lot for somebody who doesn't express their emotions this way. And he told me, I think I actually like it. This is why I like martial arts and being an entrepreneur and a business owner, things that are kind of high intensity, chaotic, lots of like breaking open or learning new things or rolling with the punches. And I was like, your Venus is in Scorpio, that would make sense, because it's kind of like how maybe you receive love or transaction or money or things. And so I could see how, yeah, how he described it was, sometimes you have these emotions and I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on? But it's very exciting for me, which I thought was super sweet. Reiki is great for that. Oh, like emotional channeling or like letting. I've heard good things, and my friends have taken courses here. I've been interested as well, but I've never tried myself. I totally dropped part of my book, but it flew away. Okay. What else am I trying to read? I love your charisma and your energy. It radiates joy of life, and that's what I like so much about you. Aw, Daniela. I do have a question. Are you like translating this for me as we go? Because that's so sweet, like to put in the effort to consume someone's content even if they don't speak your language. I really appreciate that. I think my comments are coming in late. Oh, okay. No, I'm probably reading them really late too. Hey, is anyone feeling anxious? Because I pulled the anxiety card and it's usually spot on. I'm not personally feeling it right now, but anxiety, daydreaming, fear, depression, secrets. I get from that some resonance, even though I'm not feeling anxiety or depression. But I am feeling my own secrets bubbling up and surfacing in a kind of a liberating way. And I feel like that has been the weird theme of coming into November for me, is where am I going to put the anxiety this time? I promised myself that I would make a new relationship with it and not avoid feeling it or repress it or even fear it so much, but more like invite it to make some art with me. Oh, speaking of Buddhism, there's a Buddhist way of perceiving your shadow self. They call it Mara, and they say you can invite Mara to tea with you. So when you feel this, you wake up in the middle of the night, or you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think is something negative, you're being asked to face yourself, and it might be something you're familiar with or something you've kind of grown like to feel a type of way about. I know for sure when it came up for me this time, this most recent cycle, I was pretty disappointed because I'm in maybe the best chapter of my life. Each year is better than the last. I have nothing to complain about. So it was kind of disappointing for me to feel old anxieties or insecurities or old thought patterns that no longer serve me resurface in an era where I thought I would live happily ever after, you know? But in reality, that's real. Daniela commented on one of my videos recently, and she said all these like parts of the cycle, windstorm, winter, rain, summer, all of it, it's meant to be expressed, and I agree with that. That's also how I keep myself from being overly obsessed with change, when how I am right now is actually perfectly fine and like a very important part of this cycle to experience. My ascendant is in Capricorn. Ascendant in Capricorn. Ascendant in Capricorn. Sun in Capricorn. Sun in Capricorn. I don't know if Anne told you this, Daniela, but Anne and I were born a day apart, almost 24 hours. So we have the exact same star chart except Moon and Venus. I'm a Gemini moon and Sagittarius Venus. He's a Scorpio moon and Leo. Oh no, Leo moon and Scorpio Venus. I just think that's crazy. Like, what are the chances? And on our first date, I guessed his star sign on the first try. I mean, I'm a little bit more surprising, but he just like, he bleeds Capricorn energy. It can be too much, honestly. For example, when he started live streaming day and night, from like our morning walk all the way until like 2, 3 a.m. I was like, it's too much, babe. But now it's okay. Whenever we have a new thing to obsess about, especially if we can integrate it into our careers, there's very balance is important. Ooh, Judgment card. Huh. Judgment. What are you guys feeling from this card? The Bodhisattva of compassion. Transcendence through compassion. The transcending through compassion enables one to embrace the divine call. Okay, that is finally saying something to me. Vocation, calling, becoming a guru, giving life, good news, deep desire, project for the present and future, thrust towards the light. Tons of shit just came to mind when I was reading that, actually, because I get the judgment card a lot, but sometimes, I don't know, it's been a different experience when I pull it every time. But this time, I'm thinking about what we just talked about, Daniela, with like this like intrinsic knowing that women have about the natural world and life and death. I feel like I'm getting a huge judgment card lately in terms of me stepping into my own womanhood. I think I've always loved being a woman, but I think there's a new level of transcending through compassion that enables me to embrace the divine call. And I see that as like compassion for myself. It's like experiencing a whole new dimension of love because of the compassion I have for myself and the compassion it allows me to have for others. And just this, like, I've talked about being an empath and hypersensitive and just like a really emotional person, but I think a lot of different kinds of people can relate, and women especially, who are just emotional beings in a world that sometimes wants to deem emotions as, oh, okay, see you. In a world that kind of wants to make kind of undervalue emotions. I think that's shifting now, and I think I can observe that shift internally, even though I know it's external too. It's just reflecting an external state of the world in which we are starting to become emotionally aware or validate ourselves more. All these experiences that I had that were difficult now are the roadmap that I have towards helping and reading others or seeing others, or just giving without wanting anything in return, providing myself that love by giving that love and not expecting somebody to be able to give it to me or teach me, because I have that knowing. I'm stepping into that vocation as a woman, but also as someone who can see these things, and as someone who can feel these things on demand, even if I'm also feeling other negative things. It's really a gift. It's not a bad thing. Wind chimes. Let's see. Ascendant Capricorn, Mother Nature, balance. Sun is in Virgo. Oh, love Virgos. A lot of my best friends are Virgos right now. Was where mine tarot kombon and wow. I wish I knew German. Somebody, Daniela, has to translate for me. Or somebody. I feel like you all know English quite well. Whoa, it's so pretty. Your moon is in Sagittarius. Oh, okay. Wait. Scorpio sun, Sagittarius moon. Damn! I see that. You are a feeler as well. And then Capricorn ascendant. Wait, that's really funny. That's so funny, Daniela. I feel like maybe it's also a German thing. How, like, I feel like to others Germans appear rather serious, but I feel like inside they're actually like they like to have fun, or they appreciate chaos more because of that etiquette to be oh my god. I don't know if you can hear the music. They're playing Tyla. looks fun. This is amazing. I should come do this every day out here, honestly. Can you read mine? Yes, I can. Okay. What's your name? Sul? Sul? Are you German? All elements combined in this card: light, shadow, yin and yang. Anwen told me that you read tarot. I do. Cute. Shout out to Anne. Ooh. We're getting a quick card for you, Sul. 5 of Wands. I'm gonna give you a second if you wanna see. You wanna observe the image yourself and see what you feel from it. Wow. In this sky, I don't know if you can see, but it matches the sky. And it's giving very, like, praise the Lord energy. Very ceremonial. Excising evil. Curing diseases, tension, conflict, competition. Interesting. Excising evil, curing tension, disease, conflict. Honestly, some things coming up for me here too. I had my own experience with excising evil and curing disease recently. I want to tell this story. Specifically, mine was curing of a skin disease. And I was getting a lot of messages through it while also working on my projects that, like, a lot of the emotional tools that I needed to heal this skin disease were very similar to the emotional tools that I needed to heal or grow my businesses. Kind of just consistency and care and commitment and dedication to certain actions that will help me towards my goal. Almost like doing so without need of seeing results and being able to continue on with my consistency even if I wasn't getting the result I want. And in this case, I feel that something with this image paired with the thoughts of excising evil and curing disease, because while it's happening, what was the other words? Curing disease, tension, conflict, competition. Those are kind of tough words and tough concepts. So I know that when I'm in the process of that, it doesn't always feel good. And sometimes I'm not getting the result I want. I don't know if you've ever noticed that when you're like in conflict with someone, maybe in a relationship or even a friendship, or you're fighting and you're in communication, but you're showing up. Sometimes you're doing the work, you're facing yourself, you're being vulnerable and honest to this person, you're taking care of the problem, but you're not quite seeing the results you want yet because there's conflict and competition and there's negative energy still there. I feel like it's worth it to know to stay rooted in your action and your intention, especially if you're trying to manifest another positive result. My moon is a Leo. I hope that helps though. My moon is a Leo. Ready? Yes, I'm German. Can you read mine? Me next, Ali. Oh, cute. But before I move on, I'm still thinking about this last card because it's helping me too when I think about the things that I need to show up for and put in the work for that. It feels hard now, but it feels better later. And looking at this, she's in this nice place with these totem poles. She has a ceremony. There's a knife. It looks like she's about to do something hard or scary, but she's got confidence and she knows what she's doing and she knows why she's doing it. I think that's what we're being asked to channel right now. So true. Yay. I'm glad it's helping. It's helping me too. I'm thinking, hey, I'm thinking specifically about my own negative cycles, how this time when I experienced it, I felt safer. So I was able to have compassion for myself and for others that I was in conflict or competition with. And if I think about her the next time, the difference is now I know it will come up again. I know I'm not just free from these like negative energies and feelings just because I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in my life as well now. I'm gonna approach it like homegirl here, bringing the knife to the ceremony. I trained for this. I know who I am. If I don't get it once, I'll try again after. I'm facing problems in a relationship. I don't know what to do about that. I feel that. Ooh, in a relationship, it can be a really, really taxing area of life to learn these things, but so worth it. I feel like I experienced a lot of general hard life lessons through love as well, and I feel like it's just this card's energy actually. It sucks so much, it hurts so much. The feeling of like a broken heart or anxiety from love is so underrated as like a hardship in life. Like anytime I experience it, I go to the grocery store and I'm just shocked that some people are walking around brokenhearted, going about their daily life, and like that's just normal because it is so obliterating to the soul. But the plus of that is after excising evil, curing tension, conflict, competition, the reward is just as great on the other side. The wisdom that you internalize without having to try anymore, the space that you can provide another person, the sacrifice that you would give to someone you love after like having struggled in love in certain ways, I think is like a priceless superpower. So I have to go to work now. It was great to see you live. Great to see you too, Daniela. Those negative energy is overwhelming for me. Oh girl, me too. Me too. And I have, no matter how much experience and love I get, I'm always just like, damn, this shit be overwhelming. But yeah, your card is gonna help me too. We got this. Every time we experience something difficult, there's a positive opposite in experiences that we also get in love. We can keep going too, but I'm gonna read one for Ali. Ali? I'm facing problems. Oh. Okay, Ali. What can I give my girl through these cards? Okay, I'll let you see. I'm laughing because last time we pulled this card on Anne's TikTok live, I showed the camera and then we got restricted for nudity. Hopefully YouTube is not that sensitive. But, okay, 5 of Cups. It is what it looks like to me. Moving on, change of direction. Constructive failure, such an interesting concept. Spiritual crisis. Okay. If that doesn't strike up an answer for you immediately, going into it more might not, but we can do it still. moving on, change of direction, constructive failure. I think everyone needs to get into constructive failure these days. Is it about love as well? I think that maybe you know yourself best and where you're at. If you're at a point where this new path is an obvious one, and by obvious, I guess I mean complete change of environment, change of person, like letting go of a relationship, a job, a place, a home. I think whenever it's that answer, it's undeniable to the person who's pulling a card. But when it's not undeniable, there are so many options and ways to integrate moving on, a change of direction. And I think the earlier we learn to integrate, the less disruptive these types of cards will be to our lives. Not that you have to force yourself to make a decision, just saying that to feel comfort in the fact that sometimes moving on in a change of direction doesn't always mean like leaving the person, place, job, situation that you're contemplating. Sometimes it means changing the direction within yourself, if that makes sense. Old beliefs, trusting myself, yeah, that's a big one. But isn't that great when you get to when you get to experience a new level of trusting yourself that makes you able to overcome old beliefs that you still have and are still there, but you just know better now? Isn't that great? I'm feeling into it for myself as well. In minor ways, I've been doing so much for my job and career. I want to be an artist. I wanted to grow my social media to help with that, but I also want to do all these other creative pursuits and just express myself online and also just make friends. I don't want to think about an algorithm too much. And when I think about this card, 5 of Cups, moving on, change of direction, what is it? Moving on, change of direction, constructive failure, spiritual crisis. I think about my journey with all this because I went from just bouncing around different parts of building something, and now I've kind of settled back into just a more comfortable place of expressing myself. Even though to do that, I kind of had to accept some sort of constructive failures. And before, it felt so bad. Before I wanted to, for example, I was pushing e-commerce for my art, maybe before the art was ready. And even when it showed that goal was a bit premature, I just kept pushing it because it was so hard for me to change direction at that point. I've been grinding for 6 months towards this goal. And then I started getting a lot of resistance come up from that. But in reality, you can just change. What's wrong with changing direction if you want to, or moving on, even if you were excited about something. And then after that kind of fuse blew, and I was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna go back to doing it like this. I got back into the flow and things got easier. Now I can post a lot again, and now I'm editing things that I enjoy editing and making art that I want to make instead of things that I think people will buy or will fit into an algorithm. And so that's how your card is helping me. And maybe, yeah, it's wonderful, especially when you look back at them and see the growth. Yeah. What point, what kind of change or moving on do you feel like you're at? Do you think if you feel like you want to share, you think it's more of an internal one, or one where you're kind of ready to make a new decision? internal. We got the Justice card. This one is such a good one for what we just talked about. I actually want to pull it up in my book because I love the way that the book puts justice. The Bodhisattva, purifier of transgression. His sword eliminates destructive emotions and restores balance to the mind. Balance, acceptance, purification, giving oneself what one deserves. I love that in terms of justice. Desire for perfection, critical spirit, harmony, rooting oneself in the present. Okay, I love this. Internal, but it reflects the external because it seems it's going collective. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Huh. Yeah, you're right. I also, when I read tarot and think about, like, read for myself, and like I talked earlier about, like, seeing my own internal cycles reflecting the external ones, I do notice the shifts going on in the world and how, like, if I'm experiencing these things, it means something. It's cool to not have to, like, to not need any more confirmation than that. But, okay, when I get this justice card and I think about those concepts in terms of justice, it makes me think of the pendulum swinging that we're talking about. Like, things that go a certain direction until they get slightly out of balance and there's a need for more balance, and it swings back towards balance and then towards the other direction. But then that in its own has its, like, its own form of balance that is also natural. And in terms of us moving on and changing direction and seeing things as positive spiritual crisis and constructive failure, I think that would be us giving ourselves what we deserve with whatever endeavors we're in. It could be in love, it could be in whatever that you're facing. For mine, with my own career and my own page, it feels good to let the wind change my direction and let myself get what I deserve. A phrase is coming up for me that I've provided so much value without seeing it in the past that the universe is actually indebted to me, and that I can just collect that debt through the form of these blessings, these miracles, these things that I don't know how I deserve sometimes, but here it is again. Justice is happening. Let life be easy. Somewhere along the way, we internalize that the struggle and that for it to be worth something, it's got to be hard or cost something big. And sometimes that's true, and sometimes leaning into that truth helps, but sometimes it can be easier and we can lean into that. Damn, thanks for staying so long. That was kind of fun. I am probably gonna hop off in 5 minutes, but if you have any other specific questions to ask the cards, I'll pull you another. We can make it like a yes/no. I think we forget to be in the present. Yeah, that's very true. Oh my God, it's so funny because, like, I'll be planning out so many projects and cool videos, and trying to also plan out my year and, like, what I want to manifest, and it's like, oh, what is it? What do I really want? I just want to be present. I just want to be present in this moment with you, not thinking about the future, not thinking about all the things that happened in the past, and how perfectly happy I would be if I stayed connected to that thought. And how much more present I am now than I used to be. Life is such a fun cycle. I feel more present now that I'm able to show up online emotionally. Have you tried going to church? Oh my God. Yes, but not the way you wanted me to. Page of Wands for you. Actually, Page of Wands is perfect for you, Sam Sulu, because you seem to have a beautiful soul. But maybe, just maybe, you could be open to new ways of communication, such as the cards. And not just, you can speak to God through the cards. Page of Wands. Clear light. Beautiful. Inspiration. Oh, discovery. Free spirit. Unlimited potential. Oh, I love that. And try to let go of the cards. Unlimited potential. Discovery. I love that. Clear light, inspiration. I'm feeling that today. It's already nighttime. Wow. The sun fully set on that live. All right, let's get a specific question going. Clear light. Okay. I'm actually in the middle of revamping my style. So I've been thinking about that a lot lately. There's two kinds of self-growth and improvement, or self-expression, or even art, whatever, that I just have been loving lately, and that's redecorating my space and redecorating myself. So my clothes, ooh, oh shoot, it just flew out. Oh shit, Knight of Pentacles. So I asked the cards, what should I think about moving forward into this new chapter where I'm trying to express this me. It's about to be morning here. Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Hard work. It's giving balance, productivity, routine, worker. Balance, productivity, routine, worker. What that makes me think is like a functional way that my day is a bit different than past chapters in which I started investing a lot in myself in that way. One thing that's different is that I have a business. and that a lot of my day is now, once again, framed around my work, saving certain parts of the day and energy for when I can best be productive, and then doing the rest another time. And so when it comes to my space or my own clothes, it's interesting that I should think about that. Because I'm also, as an artist, thinking about making some clothes. And like, yeah, I've said this before, but I kind of make the resolution again right now. I think that I want every single thing that I wear to be very intentional, even if it's like not something anyone else could see but me. I want it to have meaning to me. I want it to bring me joy. I want to Marie Kondo my whole closet and just like, if it doesn't bring me joy, thank it for being in my life, and then let it go. And I think I can achieve that by, wait, this is really cool. This is really cool. I can achieve that by, one, pursuing making some of my own pieces, but also consuming the work and art of others, including fashion, which I was telling myself I wanted to make time for again, because like ever since I left college, maybe I haven't had the same, like, I haven't made the same amount of time to consume others' work and creative work and art. And so when I think about embarking on this new style, it's not just going to be mindless shopping. It's going to be, you know, looking up the up and coming designers in the city, even small people I would be friends with, and supporting their work or making a connection that way, but also using this love of being an artist and being a part of the art world in this way to create the meaning that I want to create in life, and put that into the clothes I wear, or the art I have, or the space that I have, because that's what it's all about anyway. That's why I like to be an artist anyway. It's not just to make my own art, but to like consume everybody else's art and just have, I like art too in all its aspects. I already paint, so I might get into poetry. Oh, this is lovely. Wait, it's too bad that on YouTube you can't, like I can't chat you, because I would love to see your art. If it's on YouTube, I'll check yours out. Okay, it's 6. I do have to go. Tonight, I'm going to see my friend, and we're just gonna witch for like an hour before I go to the Korean spa for my friend's birthday with Anne and all of our friends. Isn't that such a fun place to have a birthday party, the spa? But yes, okay. Oh, I didn't see your question, my bad. What should I... Yeah. 6 giờ, yeah. Yeah. What should I look forward to? Okay, wind chimes. Ali wind chimes. What should Ali... Am I saying your name right? What should Ali look forward to? Also, where are you from? I feel like we have a lot in common. Old man is waiting to see what card I pull. But okay. One more good one before I go. What should Ali look forward to? Which I'm sure I can look forward to too. Ooh. Swords. King of Swords. Before even feeling too much, I know that you had another little card on moving on from something or changing direction. And then I see King energy and Swords energy. So it feels like whatever it was led you to something good. Something like unimpeded success. Hell yeah. Fear removal. Okay, that was along the lines of what I was feeling when I pulled this. Inner truth, clarity, authority. Ooh, that feels good. So earlier you got like moving on, changing direction, constructive failure, spiritual crisis, and that might be leading you to this rainbow on the other end of unimpeded success, fear removal. Oh, have no fear. Feel your fear and then have no fear, because the only thing to fear is fear. Inner truth, clarity, authority. I feel like people are always trying to be happy, right? But I feel like sometimes happiness is like one of the byproducts. It's a great emotion, but like I feel like the real like one that feels so good is clarity, inner truth, authority. So maybe you have that to look forward to after you've changed directions and you're on your merry way. U.S. Missouri. Oh wow, fun. Well, enjoy the clarity you get. Thank you so much for watching. And thanks to anyone else who watches this live in the future. I'm gonna start doing more, maybe more on my phone, so yeah, subscribe so we can keep in touch. Goodbye.